Welcome to the AkwaFlow Crypto Lab. Today's video will be a little bit different because I don't have a lot of time to edit the video, so the video will be kind of live. So the last time that we talked about the big picture chart, we talked about the 180 weeks exponential moving average. I said that this was our current resistance because, of course, to be in an official bull market, we have to cross this entire band, which is the bull bear band, and the band is currently too huge to be crossed in one go. That's why we had to stop. And as you can see, the 180 weeks exponential moving average is right at the middle of the band, and this is a perfect reason to get stuck in this area. That said, I don't want you to be scared. Why? Because if you've been a long time subscriber, you've been there when we got rejected by the last resistance circle, right? Again and again and again. But then with this candle, it was official. We crossed the last resistance circle and it was great news. Just after this, we crossed the bull market support with the blue dots and it was official, and this triggered a kind of little moonshot with two big green candles. And don't underestimate this line because this line is major for XRP, and right now as we are above it, it should be a support. That said, despite this significant event, we still have to cross this entire band. And this is a big deal. That's why I think that XRP needs to stay in this area, inside the band, for a little while. In the past, this is exactly what we did, as you can see just right here. We crossed, made it inside the band, but we stayed in it for a little while. And as you can see, we crossed it, tested the top of the band and came back down to retest the bull market support as a support, of course, and we kept it as a support for multiple weeks in a row, which gave us confidence to go up and to have an official breakout. This is exactly why I think that it is normal to be in this position right now, where we have the price that penetrated the band, but that stays inside it for a little moment. And please do not panic if you see that the price goes down to retest the bull market support. It will not be a surprise again, guys. And I'm not saying that it will happen, but if it does, it will not be a surprise. The most bullish scenario would be to have this candle closing above the 180 weeks moving average, and it would be a good sign that from now on we should keep this line as a support. But so far this line has been a pretty strong resistance that prevents us from reaching new highs. I hope that it's clear. It's time to switch to the next chart. So this is the cloud chart. You already know about it. We have the cloud indicator in red, green and orange when it is in the transition phase. We have the bull market support with the blue dots, and we have a brand new line which is the green line, and I will talk about it in a few minutes. First, let's see what is currently happening in the chart. As you know, with the previous candle, we had an official close above the cloud. And this is pretty bullish, but now that we have this close, we need to keep the cloud as a support. And this is key because here we crossed the cloud, then we started using it as a resistance, here again as a resistance, but now that we are above it, we need this time to use it as a support. So we don't want to see the price going below the cloud, and the bottom of the cloud is currently around 42 cents. And as you can see, it's time to talk about the green line, which is our current resistance. And it is a pretty strong one. Why? Because in the past, as you can see, when we switched into a bear market, when we were there, we faced this line as a resistance and we got a big rejection from it. Again, here, big rejection from it. Again, here, a big rejection from it. And in fact, this line gave us an early signal that we were in a bear market with this candle because we crossed the green line, but we hadn't crossed yet the bull market support, which is just right here. We crossed the bull market support with this candle, meaning that the green line gave us the signal earlier. Here it was the opposite. The blue dots gave us the signal earlier than the green line. But once we have a cross, a full body closing above the green line, this is very important because here you see that we have the candle closing above the green line, but we didn't have a full body above the line. And with this candle, we had an official body closing above the line, and that's why we have this big candle just after. And what is very interesting to me is this transition phase, when we were above the blue dots, but below the green line. This is very interesting because here it seems to be the same thing. We have the green line, we have the blue dots, we crossed the blue dots before crossing the green line, and now we are in a transition phase, right? Between the green line and the blue dots. To show you again the power of the green line, here again we have the same thing. We have a body of a candle closing below the green line, and it gave us the signal that we were in an official bear market. That's why again it's no surprise to see that the price is stuck below the green line because right now it is our resistance. It would not be a surprise to see also the price going back down to retest the bull market support. I'm not saying that it will happen, but it will not be a surprise. I repeat it again and again and again to make sure that you understand. So now let's see what will happen in the coming candles. But I really think that XRP is preparing something big, and hopefully it will be a moonshot. You may have noticed it, but on this chart I added a brand new indicator, which is the buy-sell signal. It is very interesting because it gives us major tops and major bottoms for XRP. As you can see here, for example, it was a major top, big correction, right? Then another top and big correction. Here again, sell signal, correction, sell signal, correction, sell signal, correction. And as you can see, just right here, we have a sell signal. So it's no surprise to see XRP going down right now. Remember that we had a similar signal when we were there and that we crossed the bull market support for the very first time in a long time. And we came back down to retest the bull market support as a support. So I'm not saying that it will happen, but it's normal to see this correction right now because we have this signal which indicates us that it needed to happen. How far will we go? I don't know, but so far we have the cloud below us, we have the bull market support below us, and we have the mountain indicator just right here, but I doubt that we will go that far. Let me know what you think. It's time to switch to the last chart. This is the regression chart on the monthly time frame. You remember that we have the bottom regression line. That is our strong, very strong support right now. And here we kept it as a very, very critical support for multiple months. This is beautiful because this looks like an accumulation area. I'm really excited about what XRP will do, but there are multiple signs saying that XRP is transitioning into a bull market. If you want to track what will happen with us, please subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up if you like the content. That's all for today's video, and as always, time will tell.